case you just came in, we were talking with this guy named Carl Eric Rench. It sounds German, so I'm gonna not pronounce it Germanly. Rench. He got a hot tool, like when you're using German words. And anyway, he stole money from Netflix allegedly. They're claiming that he took it looked like a total of $55 million. I think they sent him 44 million and then another 11 million to finish a series called White Horse, and he never finished it. And again, I think that's a red flag. It's called White Horse, so that makes me wonder, what were you doing with that money? Would you ride the White Horse with that money? And and also they claim that he spent the money on a lot of very risky crypto investments, things like that. And the third financial theory I want you to just, or it's more like financial psychology, kind of a blend of the two, that I think might have been applicable to the situation, is something called self-regulation failure or ego depletion theory. Ego depletion theory. So the key idea is that stress, fear, and ego can pressure you in terms of really reducing your ability to make rational decisions, right? So effectively, if you're a showrunner or a creative, I see this with a lot of my friends in Hollywood and other places that are just dying to be successful, like the ones who might end up going to Diddy parties and you get something you didn't sign up for because you're so hungry to be successful. There's like this pressure, like, oh, I'm 35 and I haven't had a big acting gig, or I'm 40 years old and nobody has, bought my screenplay yet. I'm a failure in life. So what that does is it can increase your impulsivity, right? Like you watch a series like maybe the one about Eddie Murphy, which is very inspirational on Netflix, or you see other people succeeding, and that can give you this perception that you're falling behind or that you're not where you're supposed to be. So you can become impulsive. Uh, your short-term decision making can replace your long-term planning. So you can take very risky uh, actions and make very risky decisions that can put you in harm's way. Maybe you go to maybe you go to the party that's hosted by the famous Hollywood actor that you always wanted to meet because you're so afraid of losing their friendship. And then when they pull out the cocaine or whatever it is that they do at these freaking parties, you participate because you're too scared to lose that relationship. And so ultimately, also in this theory, it says that people might take risks to protect their self-image and overestimate their ability to fix a bad situation. So basically, in this particular case, this guy, maybe there was some sort of dangerous psychological loop. Maybe he failed. There's pressure to fix it, and maybe with the crypto thing, he failed because he lost a bunch of money, and then he doubled down because he did whatever it took to get back in, and that became impulsive, and then it led to a bigger failure, which led to him possibly getting 90 years in prison. So ultimately, the three key ideas to really kind of pay attention to in this, in terms of good and bad decision making, I'm telling you, discipline's so huge in the world of finance. It's more important than how much you inherit. It's more important than how much you know. It's your emotional intelligence is everything when it comes to wealth and investing. In fact, when we in our Black Business School for Children, it's called Black Millionaires of Tomorrow. The biggest thing we operate on is what we call the KID model. We came up with this. This is proprietary. The KID model says that when you want to prepare your child to be wealthy, you have to give them knowledge, meaning knowing what the hell's going on. Financial literacy is very, very low in America. It should be high in your family. Investment, it doesn't matter how much you know. If you have no capital to deploy your ideas, then you're going to end up deploying someone else's ideas. Many of our universities, we will train 1 million Black kids to become business managers, but very few of them to become business developers. They can't go into a space that is undeveloped and create something.